But I think in the last 5-7 years, that's a transformation that has hit the organizations that I've worked for. And this relevance thing versus experience thing is a gospel that is catching up across the organization. And more people are imbibing this. To walk your talk is not easy, but you need to build a culture where people must be able to shake somebody's collar if this doesn't happen, right? To say, if I have a job and I think X guy is more relevant, don't get into the hold of, why, but a lot of people will come back to you. The question is not this. They will agree for probably a relevant guy. The problem comes when you have to compensate that guy. To say, how do I now pay him a salary which is different? I think that's the bitter truth, or the bitter pill that you have to swallow. And if you can make that happen in your organization, then you've succeeded. Otherwise, what will happen is older people will get replaced by younger people and at lesser salaries. So it's the same stuff. But if you can design a path where you say, and many people do this. So for example, we used to do this. We hired these management trainees from business schools and all, creme de la creme schools, and they would take X number of years before they became a circle head. We reduced that by 50%. Right, to say, no, in half the time they have to go there because they are the most relevant guys to do that job. Right? Can you build those shortcuts? And those are internal shortcuts that you build. And then this gives you the liberty, because when you hire from outside, then you can hire straight away into that position with somebody who's more relevant but has done lesser. And then some jobs for which you will actually find it very difficult to fit any other talent into those. This also requires a tough decision to say, I ask a lot of people in the organization then to say, sorry, I don't have a role for you, right? Now there are two ways. Do you want to be seen as an organization that is going to be firing people, right? And what do you do at the end of the day? This is a social problem that we have in hand. At the end of the day, there's a section of the society that is becoming older and older on one side, although we have 50% youth in this country, and the other challenge is that longevity is going up. Right now, an average Indian lives, 75, 80 years, and another 25 years, an average Indian will live 10 years more, right? Because of better health, better awareness, blah, 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 all that stuff. Now, what do you do? If you ask a guy to retire at 50, how is he going to live his life? He'll die, poor guy, of hunger and starvation with the inflation that's there. So I think the truth is somewhere in between, where we have to carve out those jobs to say, these jobs, no matter what, relevance is important in these jobs, no matter what, or you have a way of rehabilitating these guys. We'll have to figure that out. You can't leave these guys lurching on the road, right? I mean, that is not the objective. But very clearly, I think start with, you cannot, wo sare ghar ke badal dalunga will not work, right? It will take some time. Identify with jobs and say, these jobs now do not matter, how many years of experience. We are going to get the right guys who know this, who can do this job in their sleep. Make those changes, the message will go down the organization, and then things will begin to happen. I think there's no other easy way.
At times, just looking at a completely different industry also works. And it's sort of worked for us.